My previous experience has been with recording in ponds and one or two rivers, but mainly in still bodies of water, and recording sounds produced by insects, plants and fish, as best as I can identify what's actually happening within bodies of water. The difference here was that the focus on energy within the rivers themselves. I've started to become much more interested in this idea of energy, and looking at lots of different things within the broader landscape, not just necessarily in the rivers, but my thought process have been turned into the ideas of things as acoustic transducers, so energy from the wind or energy from the water being transformed into sound. So one form of kinetic energy becoming a different form of kinetic energy.
So what kind of sounds are you getting from some of these recordings that
well, nothing from the pond readers yet. There's some of the other channels nearby. I've been picking up some really lovely harmonically rich sound material as the water drains in, and as you get this interaction between the water dripping in or running in and then the surface tension.
When I was first invited to do this, I was really excited because I'd already started working underwater, but in the sea. So I've been working with sharks in the sea. So this is like come and do rivers in Northumberland. Fantastic. Rivers are the blood vessels of the earth, really, and so they carry all this energy, and it's consistently changing the amount of water, the speed, the flow, the direction, and then the land it goes through. So I was actually really wanting to explore the nature of change through the geological changes that the rivers go through. Salmon swim all the way from Greenland. They swim and they come back to the rivers they were born in. They swim up this river, not eating.
they
for
starve
weeks.
as soon as they don't eat as soon
You
as
know,
they
they might come into
river.
the river in February, and then they don't actually spawn until November. So they kind of give up eating and hang around and then do sex, and then they die. Actually, no, some of them go back to the sea. Most of the Canadian ones die. Yeah, so therefore I decided, having visited all these rivers up in the northeast and kind of getting a sense of the variety of rivers, going, okay, now I know what I want to do. I want to work with the tine, and I want to go from mouth to source and kind of do what the salmon does.
And I guess one important thing I haven't mentioned is that the word hydrophones and underwater microphones, and whether it's possible to kind of chart these rivers or map these rivers in a way through sound. I really like the way that one of the people that's from the Environment Agency who's been out to meet, and with both of you actually, and Alistair, who we met in the Ingham Valley, when you put your hydrophone in over the bridge, and you were kind of busy recording and he had a go at listening, and then there were all these like standing waves which cause when there's all the rapids, and he's from a science or conservation background, and he heard it and he could pretty much explain to me what he thought was happening with the water through what he was hearing, but he'd never heard it before, but he could sort of explain or
it was really nice, wasn't it?
Nice. It's that
it was
kind
like
of,
he was getting an audio illustration of what he knows about.
Of his scientific principles.
And I think that's been in all the people we've kind of met and have heard things. It's that kind